Negative. Crystal does not have keys.
You can just lockpick it and give her the keys, I guess. Just break the wiring and then she can operate it.
Yeah, he might do it. Just kind of move it out of the area.
How hard is it to say, hey, listen, the vehicle's being impounded, you need to exit it?
Yeah, give the keys to Crystal.
Well, the thing is, we can give him that, but he's it turned into a shit show because he wanted to
It didn't
claim
turn
as his
into a
private
shit
domicile.
Yes, it turned into a shit show because you guys are incapable of doing even the basic necessities of your goddamn job.
All right, Prey, you got anything that's gonna poke, prod, or stab me?
No, I don't. Oh, yeah, I do. I have my gun. I have my knife. I have a wrench. I have thousands of dollars.
Oh, you got a couple of joints on you, too.
Somebody handed those to me.
Well, you are still in possession of them.
All right, go ahead and charge me on more bullshit, trumped-up charges.
All right, I don't believe your gun or the knife are used in the commissioner's crime, so those will stay on you.
Marlo must have handed it off.
All right, Prey, I'm gonna take those joints off, then I'm gonna put the rest of your possession in a nice little bag for you. Take these shackles off really quick.
How come at one point nobody can just say, hey, this guy needs to exit the vehicle? I don't understand it. How is that
I'll
not
take those
one
handcuffs off
thing
you.
that you guys are capable of doing?
So we were trying to figure all that stuff out, Price. Okay, we were trying. I was talking to him or trying to.
Well,
which
Jesus
is really
Christ!
difficult.
If I gotta wait all day for
Listen.
you guys to figure something out as basic
Listen,
as
no,
a
okay,
man
so,
sitting
no,
in
but
his
this
car.
This is my point, man. Okay, we were going to be talking to him and seeing if we could get him out, whatever the fuck, right? But the thing is midway through that,
But then
you
you'd
end
rather
up...
handcuff me and say, hey,
No, because midway through that,
I need a
you end
cigarette.
up continuing.
I'm not really continuing
Are
anything,
you gonna
though.
Are you gonna talk over the top of me one more time, Brad?
Maybe if I talk over you enough times, you'll understand that you're wrong. That's what I'm hoping for.
It doesn't work with you, does it? So why would it work with me?
Because I'm not wrong.
In this case, you are, because you're failing to see the reason why you are here behind bars. It's
I'm
not
not.
because you were trying to tow him with the car inside, with him inside the car. That was the issue that made us want to stop the situation, right? We we tell you to remove the clamp, and you just don't.
Yeah, because I need to get my money. How come not one person said, I'll give you the $300 to remove the clamp?
Because we're sick of having to pay you $300 for things that shouldn't be happening, Brad.
Then don't park illegally.
You could have gone away and impounded that vehicle if you'd have just let us try and handle the situation and get him out of the car, but you didn't. You then tried to put him on the back of the truck with him in the car.
That's not true. I stayed there the entire time. So I don't know what you're talking about. I was there the entirety of the situation from beginning to my incarceration.
To continue to move the car onto the back of the truck despite officers attempting to handle the situation.
I didn't put him in the car.
No, but
nobody told me I couldn't put the car on my bed either.
Okay.
I'm not trying to talk over you. I'm just trying to point out the facts of the situation, that I was never told that I couldn't tow his vehicle with him inside of it. Not even one time. And then to be told that I have to unclamp the car for no reason really other than for your guys' convenience is an issue.
No, because we, at that point, are intervening and handling the unauthorized parking. You no longer are. We are. So we're telling you to remove the clamp, and you disobeyed.
Yeah, because I'm not going to remove the clamp just because you tell me to on an illegally parked vehicle when I have all the proof and evidence and everything. So what you're saying is I have to say, fuck my duties, fuck what I'm doing. Since you guys show up, you guys get to pick and choose and decide that it's not my duty no longer. I mean, How is that?
When officers have to
how is that
intervene, yes.
de-escalation?
When officers have to intervene, we will handle the situation.
I don't think you're
Okay?
handling the situation.
That meant taking over the unauthorized parking.
Fair point. I did tell you not to tow the vehicle because you would be
And then I proceeded to
against
tell
the
you
floor.
that he could exit the vehicle at any point in time. And then that's when you didn't
Right.
ask me again because you realized, this guy kind of makes a little bit of sense. Can't kidnap somebody or unlawfully imprison somebody if they're willingly participating and putting themselves in that situation. Yeah, I think you guys are mistaken. I don't think you have the authority to circumvent this situation unless it goes to some type of felonious or you believe crimes being committed.
Okay. So if that's the case,
Not the
that is
case, I mean.
No, listen. If that is it, then you take us to court, right? And then that's where we get it put in writing somewhere that we can't circumvent
I don't
whatever a
think
tow truck
everything.
driver decides to do.
I don't think anything needs to be taken to court or be in writing. It's
Well,
just
if you're
common
saying that
sense.
we don't have the lawful ability to take over something that is okay, so tow truck drivers are afforded the ability to handle something illegal, all right, within a set of guidelines.
So can
If
I
at
ask you
any
a
point
question?
an officer of the law has to get involved, they then have
So
they
can I
have the
just-
overarching authority over that situation.
You're rambling about a bunch of stuff that doesn't matter. Can I ask you a question? What crime was
Go for it.
committed? You tell
Do
me.
you mean as to why you're here right now?
No. I'm asking you on the scene. What crime do you believe was committed that needed a police interference or intervention? I just want to know
okay.
what crime.
So there was unrest, right? There was unrest, okay?
That's not a crime.
Between yourself, no, listen, between yourself and Marlowe, which required PD presence due to Marlowe calling 911. We arrive on scene. Both of you are incredibly heated over the situation.
I wasn't. I'm still not heated, and I wasn't heated then.
Okay. You're
Like
both
I said,
in
I'm just
disagreements with
disappointed.
each other.
I don't think there was any.
I understand that you're disappointed in me, Brad. I get it.
Well, there was no disagreement. It was simple facts that the vehicle was illegally parked and clamped, and he refused to pay.
He wasn't even denying that it was unauthorized parking. It was the way in which you then decided to, I guess, move his vehicle onto the tow truck bed with him sat in it.
Yeah, I can do that.
All right. So the reason why you're here is that we took over the situation. We told you to unclamp the vehicle as we were charging him with unauthorized parking. We weren't letting him get away. He was being cited for it. It's on his record now as unauthorized parking.
Yeah, that doesn't do anything for me. All it does is it circumvents the entire towing services as a whole, because what can happen now is people can just say, hey, my car is clamped, I'm going to sit into it and call the cops. And then instead of the cops...
That's not entirely the case, though, is it? Because
it is.
I just witnessed you at Senior Buns doing the same thing.
Because it was illegally
to
parked.
Marlowe. So now I could actually articulate, it kind of feels like you are targeting Marlowe.
I wasn't targeting anybody. All right, so was I targeting him
It was within 10 minutes.
Can I ask you a question?
Of the Senior Buns situation.
Can I ask you a question, please?
Okay.
The car was illegally parked over at Senior Buns. The car was illegally parked over at Legion Square. How is that targeting when I'm just doing my job? I don't see how you can articulate that as targeting or anything because I have the proof that he was illegally parked on both situations and scenes. And then a man can just sit in his car and tell him, and you guys will tell me you can't tow a vehicle. That's unlawful imprisonment when he can literally exit the vehicle at any point and time. That I am not keeping him in that car. I am just towing that illegally parked vehicle. So I don't understand what I'm really arrested for. I don't really understand.
You're arrested. You're not arrested for that part of it. You're arrested for disobeying a peace officer once they had told you to remove the clamp.
Yeah, but why would I remove the clamp?
Because we had then cited Marlowe for unauthorized parking.
That doesn't make any sense. How come citing him for unauthorized parking and me towing, that's two completely different matters. What you guys choose to do is what you guys choose to do. I already have my tow job. It's illegally parked. But I fail to see the logic in what you're saying. Hey, we're taking it over from here. We'll give him a citation. That's on us now.
I decided to end the job because the whole situation needed to end.
What do you mean?
Full stop.
But what
there was
laws
no
were
way
broken?
that neither of you. Okay, so listen, right? I felt like that whole thing was just unnecessary escalation.
How?
There was no need for you to end up pulling a car that had an occupant into it onto the back of a tow truck.
He could have exited it.
Now listen. Yeah, he could have exited, right? But before we attempted to even get that from him, you had just dragged it up onto the truck. You escalated the situation.
I didn't.
By doing
I was
that.
towing a car.
But no, you escalated it because instead of allowing us to try and get him out of the car, you decided, no, that's enough time. I'm putting you on the back of the bed.
That's not what I decided. I just said I'm towing the car, whether he's in it or not.
But you were towing the person.
No, I wasn't
towing the car.
No, I wasn't towing the person. I was towing the car.
The person, the only people who can, get him out of the vehicle at that point
Himself.
would be police.
Self.
Okay. You are being cited. Okay. You're not going to go to jail, obviously. You've been in custody for enough fucking time. But Larry, you can get on with his charges. I don't think anything that I say is going to get through to you. Same as you saying
because you're wrong.
Probably isn't. Okay.
Yeah, you're wrong. That's why it's not going to get through to me. You're 100% wrong.
The unfortunate thing is, Brad, is that you're not making enough of an argument or even explaining how I'm wrong.
What do you mean? I explained it like 3 times.
Okay,
Car was illegally
and I'm trying
parked.
to explain to you. Yeah, the car is illegally parked, and you could have handled it if you'd allowed us to try and get Marlowe out of the fucking car, but you didn't. You put him back up onto the back of the bed with him in the car. At that point, I'm saying no, that whole situation needs to end now.
You're not a king and this is some land. You're an officer whose duty is to uphold the public trust and the law. You don't get to pick and choose what side is right or wrong when nobody's right or wrong.
I'm de-escalating a situation, man.
You're not de-escalating a situation. You're escalating the situation
because it's
when
not
you say you're going to arrest me.
the way that you want it to be de-escalated, Pred.
No, it's not. I don't know. You can keep on saying some things that just don't really make any sense. Like I'm against the outcome of the situation when you're the one that's wrong. You can't say I'm here to de-escalate, but I'm going to arrest you. You can't ignore the fact that it was just a vehicle being towed and a man was refusing to leave. You can't ignore the fact that I have photographic evidence of the vehicle illegally parked.
No, I'm not.
You can't circumvent my tow. You can't circumvent my duties and my tow and my making of money because you're done with the situation. It's your job to see every situation that you go through and to make sure that no law is broken during the situation. I didn't break any laws. Marlowe didn't break any laws. Nobody broke any laws. Then you say, I have to remove the clamp. I have to not get paid. Because
Why did I tell you that you were not having that job? Why did I tell you that is ending right now? Why?
Why don't you tell me why?
Because you moved a vehicle with a person in it onto the back of your tow truck, Brad.
That he could have exited at any point in time.
And you were told not to do so. You disobeyed, man.
I didn't disobey. I wasn't ordered to not do anything. If I was ordered not to do it, I wouldn't have done it. I wasn't ordered to not do anything. Just because the man refuses to exit his own vehicle after it's been marked for tow, that really doesn't matter to me.
You did not allow us to attempt to get him out.
Well,
You
Jesus
decided,
Christ.
oh, you've spoken
What do you
to him
guys
for
need,
long
another
enough,
hour?
so now I'm going to move it. So there you go. It's not up to you to decide how much time it takes
I know,
to get
but
a
at
man
40,
out of the vehicle.
yeah, I know. It's not up to me to decide, but
It's-
when it's
It's
40
not up
minutes.
to you to decide that, but you did decide that, though, because you then moved the car onto the back of your tow truck.
Viv, you're
with a
very
person in it.
disappointing. You have no
I
understanding of the law.
understand that I'm disappointing you, Brad.
I know.
I understand you feel that way.
I don't know how you're a lieutenant. I'm going to be honest with you. I do
Okay.
not understand it.
Do you know what?
You know, you're one of the
That's-
reasons
that's
why
your
I stepped
opinion.
down from being a lawyer.
Okay, great. It's
Because
good to
you're
know, Brad.
hard-headed. You're hard-headed and you don't understand the law at all. You just do things and say, take it to court.
No, because that's the situation is.
What
Brad,
law did
is
I
that
break?
I can only argue. Okay,
Yeah, what law
Larry,
did I...
you can continue processing him.
What law did I break?
I'm not gonna go round and round in circles, Brad.
Because
We've
I
had
didn't
this
break any law.
conversation. You disobeyed a
Fred, you're
peace
looking at,
officer.
I
You're
didn't
looking at
break
2
any
charges
laws.
Today, 1 count of disobeying a peace officer and 1 count of
This
misdemeanor
PD is
possession
so
of marijuana.
fucked.
With these charges, you're looking at 20 months or minutes in Bolingbrook and a $2,800 fine. How would you like to plead?
Not guilty, because I didn't do anything wrong.
All right, I'm going to be billing you that $2,800 now. It'll go right to your state account. You probably won't see it until you get your phone back. Maybe so we're just going to cut him loose since it's been here a while. All right, Kyle, if you come up to the bar shop and place you in cuffs, I'll just place you in soft cuffs so you can still walk around, all right?
All right.
All right, I'll place you in the cuffs here, and then I'll take the shackles off so you can still walk
There
around.
just is no talking to you guys. This is why you guys get shot all the time. You can't have any discussion. It's pointless. Absolutely pointless. And I'm sorry for saying such mean things, but I'm trying to quit tobacco. And this just doesn't help when you guys
Brad,
continuously
you don't have
do
to
the wrong
apologize for
thing.
being mean. I fucking expect it at this point, man.
I know, but that's...
I worked with you for years. Remember?
Yeah, I know, but you gotta understand a little bit.
Good night, Brad.
What's happening? Hey, Viv.
Hey, Crystal. Hey, Ruby.
Well, I was towing a bunch of. Oh, hey, Brad.
Hey, good
Are you
job.
having that bench
Clear.
trial?
No bench trial.
You're all good, right?
Yeah.
What's going on,
Oh,
little
yeah,
guy?
of course.
All right, Fred, I'll let you out over here. You know where to grab your stuff up
I'm
front,
glad incompetence is funny in the PD nowadays. I mean, it used to be funny then, too, if I'm being honest.
That's Brad. He's for sure.
I tried to listen to you, Fred, but it's just...
No, you don't. Listen, you're just a
Now-
goddamn worker ant, all right? Keep
Yep,
doing
at this
whatever
point,
it is you do. It's pathetic.
Have a good one, Fred.